know you tried before though.
But it ain't just me, and it wasn't just me, and it's never just been just me. Like it's just the frequency of our voices only go so far, and the memories of the people only last so long. You gotta understand, like these moments where people all feel like doing that come in pockets, and typically in reaction to things that's happening. Somebody get popped, some shit happen, a baby die. Yeah, it come from that. But but I'm saying we may have an inclination in our hearts to always, hey, we need to start doing this, woo woo. But the times where it's all over social media, where it's all over like it's the wave, is in response to something.
Right.
Versus what the typical everyday things we see is toxicity. The default setting of what we see of ourselves is fucked up.
Yeah, that shit is going on.
Gangster with you, dog. So like, we be thinking we like putting people on game, and we not. We may be putting people on game for like who's here at this time because they wasn't around back then and shit. But like, if you look at people who put people on game who wasn't aware, and you see the results of them,
you gotta watch.
You gotta watch the whole fucking.
That's hard.
This the thing. We be talking about that, but then we talk about it, so we be made aware. Right. And so then when we and this the part where they really get us. It's like, all right, the organization that was doing nothing but good failed because they had turmoil amongst each other, and it's because some outside niggas got a motherfucker to go in there and infiltrate, and now they split up. All right, now we know that. Now let's pick it back up and go again. Like, you get what I'm saying? It should be a go again. Like, it shouldn't be a. That's it's weird. Like, hear me out, right? Mm-hmm. I really need people to hear me. Your partner get killed, and these for the people who will really do something about that. And I'm not being funny in no way, shape, or form. Your partner get killed, and you willing to go do something about it. Before you can go do something about it, the dude get locked up for it. So now you going to spend on all the niggas who saying free him. Just cause you love your nigga, like it's like that. Right. Like, you love your nigga like that. Like, bitch, you repping. Like, fuck that, you too. Cause I'm mad. I want to do something I can't get him. I'm gonna terrorize everything you love cause you terminated something I love. Yeah. I'm gonna tell, and I understand. At the end of the day, wrong, right? No, it ain't wrong or right. I understand the emotion. Right. Cause I got people I love like that. Mm-hmm. I understand the emotion, but people gotta see shit in its entirety. My nigga, like, bruh. You'll do that behind that event, but this the thing, and I hate to say this shit and it making me sound like a cynic person, but I need people to really feel me, because it's the beauty of perspective. Regardless if that young person, a young lady, would have died from that bullet, they would have died eventually. And you crashing, and you gonna die. Like, that's the one unity. Right. That's the one thing we can't, there's, no matter what walk of life, no matter what language, no matter what belief system you have, we all have a birthday and a death date. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, why the fuck is death one of the things we beef over? But we gotta have a different sense of consciousness to tap into that. Right. Like, that's my nigga, listen, like, really hit me out now. And I fell victim to this shit, yeah, dog. Son, we all finna go. This bitch ain't, we born to die, nigga. Why the fuck am I finna, like, you get what I'm, like, this shit a game. This shit ain't even real. Like, we really supposed to, dog, this life shit ain't real. Like,
I feel like we should be emotional about the right things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. With that emotion, we can use it to our advantage.
This is why all these people talk about religions and all that shit, stuff about religions and all that. People dislike religions because they dislike discipline. Yeah. People don't like the rules of religions. Right. But when they hear the real message and what the effects of certain religions did, good and bad, everything got sides to it, just like people. Right. Bruh. People don't like the rules because people don't like commitment. Because people don't like consistency. Right. Like, it's really just laziness. If we are, every fundamental teacher had an established book a Law and Order you can reference to. That's for a reason. So you can't escape what you should do based off your feelings.
What do you feel about Roe versus Wade being overturned?
If some white women don't barge in the White House about it and like tear some shit up, I'm being real now. Like, and y'all know this shit. Y'all gonna feel in your heart. If some white women don't barge in the White House, kicking, screaming, and tearing shit up, they only gonna keep it for a period of time, probably 5 years. It's gonna be if not 5 years, a little longer, but it's for a concentrated pocket period of time, just so they can like. It's a numbers game. They doing that for they doing it for when any establishment do shit that affect people's choices, like they make it's just like the fucking taking care. They affected the men's choice to take care of the women the way they do. Right. Just like they're affecting it now by giving them more options so it affects how a nigga who know that you can go and get a job and make just as much as him now feel a little different versus a motherfucker who know that if shit I don't let you come stay with me, you kind of fucked. Right. It's different. It's a funnel channel behavior, nigga. Like we gotta really peep this shit. They only gonna do it for a period of time to channel a certain behavior for whatever reason, and then switch it back on some election year. Yeah. Type shit. But if them white women walk into that motherfucking White House, kicking and screaming, tearing shit up, they're gonna end this shit. That's who. That's the supreme people who do that type shit. Supreme Court. Bunch of old head. I seen the whole picture of them. That's a whole bunch of wrinkled old white folks. Regardless if I'm right or wrong, in my opinion, I don't like it.
Do you feel like men should have a choice?
I feel like that man is entitled to a conversation on some real nigga shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like that man is entitled to a conversation because, all right, if that nigga, it'll be vice versa. If that nigga ain't want to take care of it, but you like, I'm gonna have it.
Well, you do know most women, if they don't plan on being with this guy, but he has assets, he has money, they probably would have the kid because, I mean, he could be taken care of through the system or through dad being able.
But when we talk about these things, we gotta go to every scenario. We can't never just fill in the presumed majority. There are exceptions to the rules. There's women who got parents who loaded and they straight and they just got an image they want to maintain. Right. And a nigga straight enough to take care of the kid between him and her people, and they know her people are involved to help. She just don't want to deal with the heat and the difference in the judgment. There's situations like that. I know people like that. Black women like that. Mm-hmm. Everybody ain't hurt in our community. Situations like that, the answer still remain the same. I feel like both people need to have a conversation.
That's true. What I do feel though, besides that, I do feel like there should be like mandatory, DNA test. Because that a lot of times, guys be raising. I think it's 18%, 20% guys raising babies that's not theirs. That'll fuck a nigga head up like real talk. After 18 years, So I do feel like that should be.
It's a high percent of niggas on birth certificates paying child support for kids that ain't there.
What would you say is your biggest influences?
Ryan Isley, James Brown, Lonnie Williams, that dude. Mm-hmm. Maxwell, D'Angelo, Tupac, Biggie. That's like high school, middle school, high school later. Mm-hmm. Common, Outkast. And then now, Robert Grant Jr. I listen to some other people. I know that. I thought Deshaun, Rocky.
Shout out.
John Corleone. Lost Boy Bam. There's a lot of artists around here I hear stuff from, and I don't be just on people's shit, but it's like I be on Instagram passing by, I see something, go listen to it, and I can get inspired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the flow. I like the beat selection. You know what I'm saying? Shit, fucking Kodak.
Kodak.
There's a lot of artists I like.
So many.
Sebastian McCall on the R&B side. Sebastian McCall. Isaiah Rashad. Camus, his name spelled Kamuu. Jid, J.I.D. Alright, Lennox. That's my baby.
Alright.
What's a lot of people?
Where do you find inspirations?
Shit. Like, yeah, you got on your shit after that bitch fuck that nigga who had more money than you, and like you found out why you was with her, but you ain't do it right after. You was hurt for this second. Like, right. Bitch, talk about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't sitting on that bitch the next day. Come on, cuz. Like, right. Talk about that, partner. Like, so, like, but like, I really just be like, I just be looking at shit that I dealt with, going through and dealing with, and I just be like, damn. And then we're like, all right, let's talk about it. Let's do some music around it. Like, and because it's really like, especially now, that's really how I am now. Because it's like, bro, who cares? Life is fucked up. Like to me, I done realized life is fucked up. And I done marinated on that thought so much so that I feel like you weird for expecting life to not be fucked up. Right. Like, bitch, life been fucked up before you came in this bitch, you entitled motherfucker. So who are you to think that now that you here, shit should just be better? Oh, motherfucker was getting enslaved, Holocaust happened, but damn, my birthday was in 98, so yeah, I shouldn't have to pay taxes. Like, man, shit been unfair, cuz, like, it's been unfair in life, dog. You know, so look, check this out, though. Like, this on some real shit, though. Mm-hmm. It's shit that's fundamentally needed for certain shit to happen on the scale that we want it to happen, and we are fundamentally handicapped from those things. And the shit that would be required from every black individual, regardless of financial status or environment, we would all have to be extremely superb and disciplined for about 10 years. And on some real shit, and it comes back to history, because knowledge itself is self-improvement and self-empowerment, and it evokes you to have more self-love. The goddamn Black Harlem that got burnt up, man, Black Wall Street. Before that, that was 19 something. They had a period of time where slaves was like set free. It's like it is 18 something, but then it went back. So like they rounded motherfuckers up and they like stopped them from being farmers. They wouldn't buy from them. They couldn't trade and all that shit. They made it illegal. They would arrest them. So it threw them back into poverty and shit. But it was a period where they had reestablished a society for themselves in over like 10 years. It was 18 something. I gotta go back. It's been a while since I studied that shit, but I gotta go back so I can bring it back and talk about it. But it was like, white folks was like, how the fuck they done became self-sufficient? They done undid. My nigga, they went from not knowing how to read and shit and doing nothing. Oh, we gonna make a way. Yeah, because they already had the fundamentals of what they needed, which was how to maintain farmland. You know, that was the bread and butter for any world. You get what I'm saying? I have to say this, and as I was talking, like, I'm mad only because I'm passionate. I will never understand how we know that this place owned us and expect them to want to provide us something to undo the damage of something they evoked. Right. You get what I'm like? It's never like that's not.
But they've been doing it though. But they've been doing it in certain ways. They not giving us like.
It's never shit.
We gotta do shit for ourselves on some shit.
Nigga, I'm gonna give you some game. We gotta edit this part out. Then, no, shit, I do.
Speak that shit.
Alright,
talk your shit, bro.
Let's say you go to a janky dealership. You want more in your motherfucking trade. Motherfuckers can't allow more in the motherfucking trade because of the ratio number of profit we need. So we'll raise the goddamn price of the car to give you more in the trade. So it's the same. Right. We can raise more than what we do for you if we raising what the fuck we got going. And motherfuckers don't be understanding. And I need people to see this shit for what it really is.
So you feel like they give us certain stuff to kind of make us pay?
It's just like how we get a new iPhone every fucking year. They got the tech for till 2040 something. You said you made the comment of, I bet Nat Turner was like, you gonna kill these motherfuckers today. Nah. I read about Nat Turner. That shit was a build up. That shit was that nigga had talks with his spirits and shit.
Yeah.
That nigga was talking to God before like it was
God like do it.
that nigga scheduled shit. That nigga paid attention to when certain people did shit. It was on some different shit, dog.
Yeah.
Like this shit was meticulous, and that's what people don't understand. Nigga, in jail, niggas be learning about a whole bunch of shit. Niggas be getting swollen shit. Niggas be planning out workouts and shit. Cause niggas just do them and do it consistently. If you got one thought in your mind, it's not like when you out here and you at work and you got concentrated focus and then you got breaks. So you can fucking get on your phone. You can do stuff to distract yourself from where you don't want to be. This is where wherever the fuck you at physically, nigga, that's where you at. And you ain't got no way to mentally escape. Because if you look like you worry about something else, you finna get a lash on your back. You get what I'm saying? Your mental focus while you doing that labor is only, man, what's my plan to not have to do this shit no more?
Yeah, I heard this album. I don't know why people be hating. I do know why people be hating, but it's just something the temperature of what mainstream music is right now is real different now. If this was like if he was in a different time, he'd be one of the guys. Like real shit from 2000 to maybe 2016. Really, if he had this sound, this charisma, this flow, he would be something. But like he's something, but he wouldn't be hated on like talking about because everybody feel like they super gangster right now. Real shit. Like everybody feel like they super gangster right now. And even if they don't feel like they super gangster, everybody feel like the standard or expectation of what rap music is super gangster. So if it's not, it's that don't even qualify as rap. It's not gangster rap no more. Rap music is super gangster, period, in people's mind, people's psyche. And like, man, it's really fucking it up a little bit. And I ain't mad at nobody. I'm just mad at grown folks not having their own mind. Everybody getting played.
Our music has kind of changed from love and happiness to drugs and murder, so
But shit,
how has changed. Even R&B. R&B used to be a little more, it had sex and shit, but more so sex.
man, 90s R&B was 666 for a lot of couple artists. Like that shit, that's cool. I'm just saying it's a lack of fucking effort of variety. Like nobody wants to offer like other. Nobody wants to fill in shit.
Right.
Like everybody want to be in the hottest shit, and that's what make music. Like, but people don't see music as a thing to uphold. Like people just doing this fucking shit, and like that shit. What?
Money plays a part. I do feel like labels will come get you hot, and you talking about the shit that they I feel like will make profit.
Niggas don't even care about fucking labels anymore. On some real nigga shit, niggas popping their shit cause of independence. Niggas, it's a different little way. Yeah, people would like to get signed because they want a quick bag, but there's a lot of people complain about their label and should be more open. And people see that shit, so they play a role in things. So people feel like they're doing something when they ain't got no label and they got the clout. Motherfuckers want attention and a lot of numbers and a lot of notoriety. You know what I'm saying? Because then they think because people know them that a motherfucker gonna pay them whatever they ask for to come somewhere. And for a moment in time, yeah, it might be like that, but it don't last. You know what I'm saying? But people just really want the notoriety more than anything. On some real shit. People want to be the music that people make the video to, rapping with their partners, lit in the car.
What motivates you to like do music and keep just?
Honestly, my love for the genre that I'm trying to pump some new blood into, like that neo soul foundation. Like that's what I like. That's what I really love. That's what used to make my days better when I was dealing with shit. So it's like I would in my mind I be having little things like in my head like damn it's gonna be a period of time where this shit kinda come back and people do it right by the sound and people gonna be chilling a little bit more. And I like the idea of that shit. But like I do struggle with the fucking wanting to like have that hot sound Cause like I hear what people like. I'ma say it. I don't care what nobody else say it. But I'm a musical genius for real. Like legitimately, yeah. Like nigga really can. I can really hold my own on any if I want to. Like if I want to. But like a lot of niggas ain't got the choice of what music they want to make. Nigga, I got the choice for real. Like I can really. I done wrote for man. I done saying like I really can do this shit on any level and mean it. And like people I kind of be feeling like motherfuckers be sleep on that. But it's like.
What have been the things some critics have said?
I ain't heard no noise. I ain't heard no noise in the past 3 years. But back when I had criticism, it was like it was really more so you ain't hard enough. Like yo, like music wasn't. I wasn't talking about killing niggas. Like, and I wasn't saying names of niggas. Like it wasn't. It wasn't spicy enough. Like that type of shit. I wasn't no scandalous nigga.
So you feel like you would have got more attention back if you were like just crashing out on songs and
Yeah,
all type of shit.
yeah, yeah. And like, yeah, I'm just leave it at that. Yeah.
What would you say would be your ultimate career goals?
Oh,
Paying a mortgage off with royalties from writing. Like and like oh yeah, real shit. That's cool. Like I'm cool with that. Like I just wanna be able to live my life off my brain. That's why I'm kinda cool with car shit. Cause it's like shit, learning how to like maneuver and make numbers work for people. Shit, I'm paying my rent off my brain.
How is the process as far as like collaborating with artists?
Typically, a lot of my features are real organic as fuck. Like I meet people somewhere and like shit go on, and then we just like, all right, let's do some music. You know what I'm saying? Like I have experiences with people, like we hang and shit. Like shit. Rob, nigga, we met. I think I met. I linked up with him on a business consultation. He was giving me a business consultation, and he was giving me some guidance on the direction I needed to go to get to the next level. And we ended up having just a whole bunch in common. And then we started hanging out, going places. And we said, let's make a song. Then it was like, man, this shit really good. Then it was like, let's make another one. It was like, it's really good. Then we kind of realized we talk to the women the same way, with the same little vernacular. And like, it was like cool. It was like, shit, yeah, we became like brothers on some shit. So like, we just kept rolling. And then the Too Smooth shit, the name came about. Niggas, then we performed. Niggas was fucking with us, fucking with our style, fucking with how we was doing shit. And then we was going places. And niggas was recognizing us when we together. Like versus we by ourselves, huh? We together. They're like, oh, y'all them niggas that be. And we like, all right, we, you know. So like that was some organic shit that just, you know, that's God. You did. Yaya. Shit, met her at a Yaya from St. Francisville. Shout out to Yaya. Beautiful artist, multi-talented. She pressure behind that camera, get at her. KW Studios. Um, man, met her at an event. She was performing, shut the shit down, went crazy. Got to talking to her, got on the song, and shit, we cool. Like she cool people. Shit.
What do you feel like is the most difficult part about being an artist today's?
Shit, being yourself, like because especially being yourself, even when you being yourself, because to be yourself is to be multiple assets and multiple facets of a person. You and in today's society, we like to box shit in and label shit. Like we associate certain behaviors with certain things. Like this is a R&B nigga, this is his way. This is a nigga, this is his way. This is a hooper, this is what he do. This is a nigga. We are just niggas playing a role in the moment. At the end of the day, every man is what's ever necessary. And niggas gotta really comprehend that shit. Niggas gotta really like wake the fuck up. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know. So we really in like some Matrix lie bullshit. Like
What would you say is your favorite thing about yourself?
Make it interesting. Fuck. Like real shit. I make it interesting. Like on some real shit. Like I don't think nobody feel like they got me figured out. No matter how long you know me. Like, bitch, I don't know me like that. I'm constantly discovering every day. So you not and I don't fake like I know me. Like I fucked a white girl recently. I never thought I'd do that shit. See, I'm it's complex because it's like everybody ain't entitled to all of you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I vet people out, and what I feel like peeping the vibe is based on what I'm gonna show. But anything I show is really me. You know what I'm saying? It's just the parts. You know, and I feel like really to some degree everybody get that shit. Like everybody do that shit. They just don't know how to articulate that shit sometimes. Yeah. Everything. I'm an angry black man. You ain't know that? Like on some I don't know if this like if that comes across and how it come off.
Nah, it's more so passionate.
Alright. Well, I always been labeled angry. Like everybody like so mad. Like everybody be like that.
I feel like specifically black men, we say the wrong thing, it can be picked apart so much.
Yeah.
You can have a post that's so positive that one little thing you might have said, there's a group of people who will say,
Yeah.
You shut that nigga down.
Yeah.
You know, because I do feel like there's an attack on black men's masculinity and how objective we can be.
Yeah. That make it seem like it's a sin to like stand on something or some shit. Just cause they don't agree with what you standing on. But it's like it's not for you. Like real shit. Like, and if I was to change it because you don't like it, I'm not standing on it. And I'm not gonna just stand on things just for the sake of standing on it. If I'm standing on this because I already evaluated what it means to me. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't apologize for enforcing what I care about for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I never make nobody feel bad about what they care about. And that's the thing. I believe in freedom. Believe in freedom of speech,
But
but
there's consequences to everything.
and I believe in freedom of speech to the responsible. I feel like we adult and child should not be based off age. It should be based off spiritual maturity. Some of us is some children, and y'all don't need to be talking. And some are adults who can talk and be heard, but also can listen and hear and just shut the fuck up and take turns because it'll never go no further than a conversation because it don't necessarily have to. Because you really got your energy off of what you feel and felt. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. Because a motherfucker who really care about what they care about really be proud of the fact that they ain't done changed what they care about based off that intense conversation. You be satisfied with hearing how you was able to enforce what you saying.
What would you say is your most memorable moments as an artist?
My name makes some bailing from the school when I'm repping. I got a lot of knowledge and I'm here to answer questions. That was my first time performing for Baton Rouge Ministries at Freedom School, Baton Rouge off Hooper Road. Every year they had an end of the year program, and the program was exactly the same. The one time they ever changed what they did was when they let me and my partner Noonan, shout outs to Hot Boy Noonan, everybody follow him, Hot Boy New. They let me and my partner Noonan incorporate a rap session on the wait, wait, don't, say Noonan. I know you remember that bit. Yeah, that's my most memorable moment because them traditional motherfuckers changed some shit around because they felt like we was that talented. And doing that in front of them people kind of gave me an insight, oh yeah, this is what I want to do. And so shit.
Feel about the apparent gender war that's going on, like there's a lot of male versus female, a lot of
Man, I'ma say this. I'm so happy to say this. Man, fuck all that. Hey, look. Say with partners. If you don't like these bitches, fuck it. That's on you. Say my loves. You don't like these niggas. That's on you. Y'all won't eat cat and get your cat ate out by the roads. And if y'all niggas won't fuck your partner, get fucking ass, turn to a woman and date each other, hey, do y'all. I love my woman. I'm cool. I'm straight. Because and I wasn't straight with every woman I came in contact with. But shit, I learned what I liked and what I didn't like because everything, just like anything else, was a learning experience. I didn't stay at every job I was at because if I was, I wouldn't have had multiple. Life go on, nigga. It's shit you don't like about a lot of shit. It's just perspective. Stop bitching and stop publicly bitching. And I be guilty of this shit too. Nigga get in the feelings, but I be deleting that shit. I be having her delete that shit. I do. I be having her delete that shit because like on some real nigga. And I be seeing them motherfucking memes and shit because it be so relatable. It be like, what we doing this shit? But real talk, nigga gotta stop putting that energy out there because even if you do feel that, we all still be dating. So because we all still be interacting. So that's just in the back of our minds. We don't be walking to these people up to on the first day eating lunch saying, I bet you a third like we not like that with each other. So we more rooted. We keep these women grounded. We protect them. These women, they more spiritual. They see shit in a different light. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, but when we individually come into a balance, we able to do things. We able to do a little bit of both. But that balance really be coming from teaching each other, and that's what people don't be understanding. That's why we need each other.
This is why understanding the double standard is important and just accepting it because there's things as men we have an advantage at, and there's things as women they have an advantage at. Men, we can't do all the shit women do, and we know we're not supposed to, and that's why I feel like, more modern era niggas are more pretty, niggas are more like clean. Like I get dirty, bro. Like I go to work, I gotta get, what I'm saying, but I know when I need to get clean. You feel me? And like it just. It's a different era, and we trying to adjust, even though we've been through so much shit, bro.
We got an overwhelming amount of things to look at, focus on, and tackle.
And then plus all the other self-doubt shit we got going on in our psyche, and the fact that we are conscious of obstacles and shit, it put a damper on your spirit. And when they dampen your spirit, they dampen your power. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers like to go cut their hair and shit and get cleaned up and get a good job and rule. Like I ain't knocking that shit. I'm just saying it's like this life got a way of really taking us out of like being our truest selves. And when we being our truest selves, we're able to operate in maximum efficiency. And that's what's going.
We're not taught to be ourselves, bro. We're taught to fit in to
this the like, bro. This is called overstanding. They're not lying. They lying to themselves. We do stand out. We do stick out like a sore thumb. For they think it's because we lesser. What's the opposite of lesser? Yeah. I don't want to say it, but so but like you just said it in that sentence. You said they think we stand out, but we're not comfortable in that space if you don't nigga there. But we might be the most smartest or most emotionally in tune because we able to sniff out who comfortable around us and who not.
Well, I do feel like you're only uncomfortable if you won't be able to like output that intelligence. If you just a basic guy, you probably feel uncomfortable because they might be on some shit or we talk about some shit. You'll feel out of place. I do feel like people are sometimes they do feel out of place when they can't keep up with certain conversations or they just don't know. So it makes them feel like, damn, I need to really get on my shit.
Or they need to get the fuck out, and that's cool too. Cause like on some like, all right, if the information that you don't know resonate and you feel like shit, I need to learn about this shit up and just listen. Cause you there for a reason. Like every person in every space is valuable because you there to learn. All right, so boom. If you're not there to teach, you there to learn. If you there to learn, You there to be the bridge between the people who don't know nothing about it and the people who know a whole bunch. You able to break it down in a way that a motherfucker who don't know nothing about it can understand because you just ain't know nothing about it. You get what I'm saying? Like, but you got to find the value in your role, though.
Do you think you'll have more of an impact somewhere else?
Yeah,
But you want to have it here, though.
yeah, because I got a lot of pride. Because,
Right.
like I don't know. But I'm starting to outgrow that. I'm changing. You know what I'm saying?
Constantly.
I just made 24. I'm changing. So it's like, I'm 24. So it's like, nah, it's like, there's more to see, more to do. And if I can do more elsewhere and what I'm doing still helps people, then who gives a fuck where it's at?
Right.
Like, so who's gonna get that bag?
Right.
Go to Houston, go to Atlanta, like every other nigga say.
How do you find the time to do art?
Man, I know, bro. That's a great question. Do it seem like I do it a lot? I want to know the perception. Like, do it seem like I be putting out a lot of shit?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, great. Then it's working. Cause nigga been in the studio about 3 times in the past 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but see, I have a foundation. I got a fundamental way of thinking. I know I'm not gonna always be able to get in the studio. So on them times where I was able to go to the studio every fucking day, nigga, I was loading up.
Yeah, it's different when you go that motherfucker like then having breaks in between weeks and months and shit.
Yeah, and then but I prepared for like I just made the music. I just kept making the music,
Right.
and like just wasn't dropping the shit. Listening to it, hearing what I want to put into it, hearing what I can add to it, hearing what tape it should be on, because the sound could cultivate what after this song or before this song, like.
Right.
Just trying to perfect placements and shit because it ain't no rush with me because nigga, who the fuck is waiting on Uncle Soul?
I feel like you making classical music, so it stands the test of time. People who make classic music, it can go from decades to centuries, and nigga pick that shit up like this that nigga raw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
yeah.
But like, what that I chose, or like the sound that I'm rocking with, kind of give me leeway with going a long ass time, cause like, and then I can, when I want to, I can really just rap and just hop on some shit people like in the hill and do a little 1 minute freestyle or something, or 1 minute like crazy little verse, and they're like, all right, cool, he's still in the mix of the shit. Ooh, like. It ain't really no big thing, but it ain't like I don't really view myself as nobody people really going crazy to try to see or hear from. It's just like they like to hear it. Like it's like, man, so all right, cool.
Have you ever said no to an opportunity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speak on it.
Sometimes I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Like, cause like I'm a real person, bro. Like sometimes I don't feel like it. Like
Right.
y'all niggas ain't never called in. Like fuck. Like
have you ever felt any regret from not taking the opportunity?
No.
Okay.
Cause like, and I ain't even like on no arrogant shit. Cause it's like that's a lie. It was one time. It was one time. And I'm not gonna speak on it because nigga ain't even cool. But like I do regret that one because it was a pretty good look. It was a lot of people at that place. But yeah, it was more opportunities after. Yeah. And like I ain't and shit. I don't feel like with the crowd, with the size of that crowd, the sound that I had at that time, that ain't the sound I would have preferred to share with a crowd that large for the first time.
Do you feel that your art community challenges existing barriers and assumptions?
The art community, mine,
just in general.
No,
yeah.
Like I mean, well, shit, I'm saying my art community, no, because I mean, I feel like a lot of people kind of want to be quotable, so they kind of say what they feel like people be wanting to hear, type shit.
Yeah.
Like they, like even if they in a relationship, a good one, they might still be making the songs of like being hurt because they know that's what motherfuckers fuck with. Like, pretty sure Rod Wave be happy sometimes. I be making a lot of sad shit too. It'd be hard to make that happy shit. Motherfuckers will be making enough happy beats. They go hard too. That's people be sleep on that. Like a lot of these
make
beats,
the artist.
yeah, because it really
Sometimes.
it set the frequency. No, on some real shit, like but you can rap about something that don't match what the beat what you would think you rap on the beat about, but that's gonna seem like some lyrical miracle shit all the time because it just don't match. Like beats have a certain frequency, like RPMs and shit, certain sounds, certain all that shit hit different. So it set a certain tone in your brain, sonically. Right. So like,
I do feel like today's day the beats be making these niggas. Like,
listen to the Marvin Gaye songs, the instrumentation of the Marvin Gaye songs. Like, it's easy to get more upbeat on that, and that cause I'm happy that song, that fucking Blurred Lines with Robin Thicke, that sample Marvin Gaye that time with T.I. was on it. That shit hit hard. That cannabis, California. The instrumentation is a pop. Right. The New Orleans old school New Orleans bounce, original bounce music, like to get the cat, cause the third word don't mind all that where you can move, the instrumentation and that shit. That's trumpets and shit. Like you like people gotta, man, people sleep, dog. People don't really love this shit. And that's why, like, not to cut you off, I just want to talk about shit because I really don't come outside a lot. I really don't be
me
on
and
the.
you can relate, bro.
So like when I get to have some time to tell people what I'm really thinking, not just through the music, I like to say it all. Motherfuckers be talking all this shit. I don't care how many people like your shit. Mm-hmm. I don't care what your credentials you feel like you got. When it comes to music, motherfucker, music, the foundation of music theory, what goes into making a song what it is, actually executing the intention that you set when creating this piece of work, bitch, fuck y'all. Ain't no nigga fucking with me. Man, woman, or species.
Talking shit.
I genuinely feel that way. Like, bro, I'm 24 years old. I done created artists. Like, people don't understand. Like, it's people who are streaming. Cause I heard them, I talked to them, and I ain't got no shit because they was gonna be there and put you on a little format, and you can go on your Mary Lou and you can fish for yourself. Nigga, that's really being the plug. People gotta understand that shit. There's power in that shit. And this motherfuckers, like, no matter if they dislike you or don't want to fuck with you later, they gonna always have a certain level of respect for you because you did that. Right. You did that and never took nothing more than what you claimed you was gonna take in the beginning. Right. Cause I'm up front. I'm gonna get me. I do feel like Denzel say, I'm from around the way. I'm gonna leave something. Like, fuck. But that's on some real shit though. Like, look at it from a species thing. Like how before infrastructures and it was huts and you eating based off of hunting. If you a standstill nigga, how the fuck we gonna survive? How the fuck we gonna carry on? You get what I'm saying? So that's a that societal thing, that's fundamental. So it's not wrong. You just gotta embrace it. Like, and not you, but people, anybody who feel like, cause I used to feel like it was unfair and shit. Cause it's like, damn, can't we just love? Like, but now you can't. You can't. Like, it's the truth. Cause like it's the truth, thug. Like, real shit. It's the truth.
It don't always be genuine. You could be that genuine loving motherfucker, but once you feel like, damn, they don't love me, like I'm, nobody know,
But see, it'd be like, all right, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I'm in a different.
Some motherfuckers don't care.
And that's where I'm at with it now. And that's because at this point I'm about results. Right. Like I know, so I done been with somebody who loved the fuck out of me, but it wasn't able to carry out what I needed. Like, and that's, everybody got needs. Like, everybody should be free to state their shit. Like bitches want to be taken care of. Like, I done had it's like the third crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I'm on right now. So like, I done had my own little spot a couple times. Like, bitches came through that motherfucker. I'm known for housing the motherfucker. This on some real shit. Uncle Soul is known for housing the bitch. Like, I like a woman. Forgive me, a woman for real. But like, man, it's certain shit I be wanting. And yeah, you can. Some girls are able to fulfill that feeling shit. Then like make you feel like that nigga give you compliments. Man, these dishes dirty as a bitch. These dishes been dirty. and you ain't had to do nothing. Like I didn't really had to. Like I didn't had to set up like that. Like, cause it's really like, and this is another way of thinking of it. I never moved no chick into a place where it's like meant for two people. I moved the chick into a place I was planning to live at. I'm paying for what I plan to pay for anyway. You just here.
Right.
I'm buying a little more food, but fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you think about it like that, you straight. Like it's easier to maneuver. Like, you know, it get different when you get kids and shit. It's not, you know, but it's different. Yeah. You know.
What do you look for in a female as far as just maybe talking to her, being around her, living, shit like that?
Man.
All right. When a woman really like fuck with you, she kind of gets submissive on some real shit, like to a degree.
Submissive, I don't think you don't start off like that.
No, it don't. Like now there are some good chicks who are really who just like that. Like, huh?
I feel like most of them are kind of conscious of.
You know, like some of them. All right, they got the conscious kinds, then they got that environmentally crafted kind. Just where your daddy's little girl. So it's like your daddy's little girl and your daddy is married to your mama and your mama is a very submissive person and you not rebellious to how they live. You cool with it. So them type of women kind of just bred like that. Like and we may not see that a lot in our culture for reasons, but there are women like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's just not. It's not really depicted or prevalent in our culture, or we don't perceive it to be prevalent in a lot in our culture.
What do you mean, as far as like submissive women, or
like as far as like bred like that submissive women? When I say they are submissive women, and when you ask them, they family background is stay-at-home mom who's submissive to her daddy. Her daddy real cool, and you know what I'm saying. Nigga was like a Navy nigga / engineer after the Navy. Then you get what I'm saying? Them type of dudes. It don't be perceived to be the storyline for a lot of our people. Cause how many times have you seen that played on something? Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's always like an extreme version, like a Yaya Mayweather. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like there's black women who come from having prominent fathers and shit, but they like 6-figure labor niggas. You get what I'm saying? Right. So they but people forgetting about that section of people though. Like they exist like a motherfucker. Right. Yeah, I might not come across their ass because them girls probably in college somewhere. Right. You get what I'm saying? It's the truth. Like this how this shit be falling, and it's not to like make nobody feel lesser than nobody else, but this why people don't be catching these people. Like these are the funnels that craft where certain people be at certain points in their life. So, and you only see them from where you at and what you can see. So you thinking that everything is this. It's not, nigga. After that,
you know.
In my mind, I get it serves purpose and times, but me, I really feel like the best. You gotta really just focus on self-improving yourself. Like, to the point where a motherfucker asks you, like, how the fuck you know what I'm saying? Then you like, nigga, I chill out, and I do and I da-da-da. Or, like, it ain't even the monetaristic things. It's been men I done asked, like, that I know, like, mentors, and I'm like, how you be so chill about shit, bro? Like, cause I done noticed that in them. Like, I done seen shit happen around them, and they reacting real rational, real calm. And like they answering real thought out, real fast, no matter what's happening. And I'm like, how the fuck is you doing it? It's like, man, it's just really, one, it's experience, and two, it's knowing that like it's a moment after this moment. Like, so it's like little nuggets of knowledge like that. People just gotta slow down and seek knowledge to self-improve, and that's gonna be contagious. Because the people who really be around you really see how you move in your own interpersonal life, and you're going to rub off. Right. Because they're going to see it's working for you.
Right. What are you working on at the moment? What would you like the people to know? What can they expect?
Shit. Too Smooth got a tape coming out.
Too Smooth?
That's Uncle Soul and Robert Grant Jr. We're part of the Free Thinkers. Shout outs to the Free
Shout out.
Thinkers. Shout outs to Hayes. Shout outs to Money, J1s, Sire, Lynn, everybody. Dwayne. Bruh, what else I got? Too smooth to take. The motherfucking Ville Babies. That tape. And expect some good energy off of that. Like, we got some classic shit coming off of that. I dropped the I dropped the song. The intro on my page on Instagram is the motherfucking Ville Babies, purple color with the Afrocentric beautiful black woman as the cover. I love having black women paintings as a lot of my cover art and stuff. It's just, I don't know, it's just to represent like the balance and shit. I'm real big on the balance of feminine and masculine energy within everybody. Like, I feel like that's the best way to be. I feel like that's the way you can be understanding and respected. You know what I'm saying? What else? Motherfucking Ville Babies, too smooth.
Shout out.
Shout outs to the Ville Babies. Shout outs to my dog Poncho. Shout outs to Cole. Shit. Yeah, I'm be behind the scenes working with a lot of artists. I'm be writing for people. I want my bag off writing. Like I want my bag off writing. I'm not charging crazy, and y'all can get a whole bunch of songs. We do bundle deals, you know, and you get discounts if you provide the beat. Like if I gotta find a beat for, because people like the sounds I can kind of put together, and I got different. Now, if you want a whole artist consultation about different direction you trying to go with your sound and who influenced you and you trying to tap into their energy and all that, man, yeah, we can really work on something. I can really work with you. I'm cool with developing more from the artists, like the best I can with what I have and what I know. If I don't know something, I'm gonna let you know. And if I ain't got what you need, I'm gonna let you know. And if I know who do know, I'm put you in the right direction, because at the end of the day, I want everybody to just succeed. I'm trying to learn how to sell cars more.
Salesman.
Shit, yeah. But that ain't my passion or shit, man. I do it forever, but like, right now I'm just working, getting my space, making my current space my utopia.